Hey, what is going on, everybody? So, I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and all of that, and of course, a wonderful start to the new year. And how I'm gonna start this new year, of course, is with a classic little 2026 predictions. First up, I'm gonna start this off in the esports scene, some predictions from the esports scene, and I'm gonna say something a little bit crazy, and I think that 100 Thieves are gonna get to a major grand final. But in that major grand final, they're gonna lose maybe to a Vitality or whatever, right? It's a little bit crazy, I know, like 100 Thieves, new team, but yeah, maybe they're gonna make something happen. And then number two, I think something else that's also pretty crazy. I think that FaZe Clan is gonna disband. Now, I'm not saying that like all the FaZe members will are like gonna quit or something, because they're probably not, but I'm gonna say that the actual like esports org they're gonna disband. I'm only saying that because of like the drama from like the streamer side of things, where like all the FaZe members quit there, and I'm saying that maybe something similar is gonna happen, or the FaZe clan org will like to die, you know. Alright, then we got third up. I'm gonna say Vitality is gonna continue their era and all the way, and they're gonna win the next two majors, challenging Australis for the four major record. That's like maybe less crazy of a thing, but like I've got a strong feeling that something's gonna happen because the Vitality squad is just looking a little too crazy right now. If they keep up this like current roster, maybe a little four major record is gonna be up for the taking. Then number four, I'm gonna say that Donk is gonna leave Spirit. That's correct. I think in 2026, I think Donk will leave Team Spirit in order to join, I don't know if a better team, but like one, it's a little bit more balanced, than just the Donk show. So, I think that's gonna happen. And number five is kind of for me. I'm just gonna say my boys FlyQuest, the Australian squad. They're gonna go 3-0 in stage one once again, and I'm gonna say they go 1-3 in stage two instead of 0-3 in stage two, like the last major. Of course, in my pickings, I always gotta put them in at least passing. In my heart, I want them to pass. In my brain, probably not gonna happen. All right, then let's move on to the actual game of CS2 itself. The whole reason that we're all here is because of this beautiful game. All right, so number six, I'm gonna say that this year we're gonna get less than five like real updates, like the regular updates or like whatever that like show up on Steam as like a regular update and stuff. So I'm not gonna count something like a major, like the adding like major stickers or something. That doesn't count. All right, I'm talking about like actual like updates, even like a sticker update, or something. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say there's less than five of those. And even to add on top of that, I think that almost all of them are going to be skin updates, and I'm going to say that only one, maybe two, will be actual like real like gameplay updates or like something like maybe adding a map or something. Alright, then number seven, I'm going to say that Valve is going to make more terminals. Alright, they're going to release another terminal thing for another like skin collection, and then maybe they'll slowly phase out cases. But that's probably not going to happen, to be honest. But I am going to say that they're going to add another terminal. Then number eight, I'm going to say Valve are going to release cash this year. All right, maybe this year will be the year of cash. That's what I'm hoping for. I really want cash back. I think cash is one of my favorite maps, and please, bro, please have cash back. Anyway, all right, then we got number nine, our last prediction, and I'm gonna say that this is a bit of a Hail Mary, like a bit of like a random, just throw it out there, but I'm gonna say that there's gonna be an uncharacteristically long gap between season 4 and 5 of Premiere. It sounds a little random, and it is, but like, just imagine for a sec with me if that actually does become true. Maybe have another like fucking like 2-year gap or some shit. Probably not, to be honest. Like, probably not. But just a little something. Something a little spicy. All right. And that's our last prediction. But is kind of in the same vein. I want to talk about some of my goals for this year, you know. And I'm gonna say I wanna try doing, you know, weekly videos again. Now, it's gonna be a bit hard considering that I'm going on holidays like pretty soon actually, but I'm gonna try my best to maybe get some like pre-recorded videos to like release like in that time. Like to be honest, like it might not happen, and I'm like breaking this like my goal already. But let's just say like minus the holidays and of course minus exam breaks, I'm not gonna prioritize these videos over my exams. But yeah, so minus exams and possibly minus my ongoing vacation, not ongoing, about to be vacation. I'm gonna try and hit weekly videos again. All right, then my second goal, bit of a numerical goal, but I want to hit 100 subs on YouTube this year. And honestly, I think this is pretty doable. Maybe if I just maybe even just like single digit bangers, but as long as I hit like a few bangers this year, I think 100 subs is not that undoable at all, honestly. And hopefully we can do it. Let's move on to our third goal, and this one's a bit of like a most likely not gonna happen because like I barely stream. I don't want to make like a goal for like weekly streaming or something because I just don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. Mostly because like I don't really know what to stream, but like maybe I'll stream more this year, but I'm not gonna make it a goal, alright? But I wanna like maybe just as like a trickle down effect, from getting more subs on YouTube. I want to maybe get, let's average 5 views on streaming, It's a little, but like I'm just like hoping like, maybe it's a little trickle down effect, Maybe from getting 100 subs on YouTube, I'll be getting enough views that, like it'll trickle down into the Twitch and I'll get at least 5. Maybe that's a bit of a dream, but yeah. And honestly, yeah, that's just gonna wrap it up for today. I'm not gonna lie, in this next month or two, it's gonna be a lot of like these. I'm calling these low effort videos, but it's like mainly what I do, because it kind of takes like a quick minute for me to like try and think of like a really like cool idea, like AI can ChatGPT like coach me in CS2. Like I think that's a banger idea, but like that took like a little bit for me to like think of it. Not gonna lie, my brain isn't really content built enough for that yet, at least. So if you have any ideas, maybe just pop them down in the comments below. They can be anything. Doesn't even have to be like specifically CS2 related. Like literally any idea you have that you want to see me make a video of, post down below and I'll try and make something happen, Because I don't know what to make, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.